Today, we have brought for you a story based on a true incident. So let's start with it, friends. This incident happened with the Bhatia family in Burari district of Delhi. This family was originally from Chittorgarh, a district of Rajasthan, but they have been living in the district of Burari in Delhi for the past 20 years. The eldest member of the family was Narayani Devi. She had two sons, Bhavesh Bhatia and Lalit Bhatia, and their wives were Sabita Bhatia and Tina Bhatia respectively. Narayani Devi also had a daughter, Pratibha Bhatia. There were also 5 grandchildren, whose names were Priyanka, Neetu, Meenu, and 15-year-old Dhruv and Shubham. This incident came to light on July 1st, 2018, when the milkman came to this house to deliver milk. He rang the doorbell several times, but nobody responded, and then he knocked the door, and the door opened automatically. Seeing that, he went inside, but was horrified by what he saw. He would have never imagined a scene where he would find the corpse of the entire family. 10 housemates have committed suicide by hanging themselves, and Narayani Devi was strangled to death. Immediately, the neighbors were informed, and they called the police. In the initial investigation, it seemed as if someone had murdered the whole family, but none of the jewelry or money of the house had disappeared. While investigating the house, the police found several books. Some of them had strange rituals written in them. Suddenly, a mysterious thing came to light, which no one expected. The police and the neighbors knew that there were only 11 people in the family. But during the investigation, another member of the Bhatia family came out, named Sujata. She was informed about this incident, and she reached there. She disclosed a few things about the family. Sujata was the 12th member of this family. Her relationship with the family is such that she is the 4th child of Narayani Devi and Lalit's sister. Sujata told that 10 years ago she married outside her caste, due to which her family had broken up all ties with her. Since then, she had never met them. But when she saw this news on TV, she rushed towards her home. She told the police that her family could have never committed suicide because they were a very happy family. The police said that they will investigate this surely and left after that. And then, Sujata started looking in every corner of the house. She found the pictures of the whole family with garlands hanging and lamps that were already placed. She asked the servant of that house about it. She told that the photos were already kept like that before they died. While Sujata was having the conversation, she heard her daughter screaming. She rushed towards her and found that she was terrified by something. Later on, the police had called a priest who was claiming that this family had done the banyan tree ritual. In this ritual, the whole family had to commit suicide for salvation and hang themselves with a piece of cloth or rope like a banyan tree, which had its roots all over it hanging with the branches of the tree, and they have to place the pipes inside, penetrating outside the wall of the house, and hang Feng Shui evil eye protection on the hanging pipes. The pipe should be placed according to the total number of members of the family. So that's why there were 11 pipes penetrated inside the house, because the Bhatia family had 11 members in the house. But the worship had not been completed because the 12th member of this family is still alive, due to which their souls are still wandering. He told that when this ritual is performed, the door of this house has to be kept open so that Goddess Shakti can enter the house. But due to the incomplete worship, Goddess Shakti will surely come to take the sacrifice of the 12th member of this house. He also said that in this 21st century, how can any family know about this worship? It is a taboo, and he also didn't have much idea about it. Hearing this, Sujata said, "Why are you listening to this priest? I'm saying this is a murder case. This priest is a hypocrite." But the priest said, "If I am a liar, then tell me, Why did your daughter scream and got terrified today? Sujata was shocked and asked him, How did you know that? He said, Because I can see that the souls are still imprisoned here. Saying this, he left the house. The police told Sujata to take care of herself and her daughter. Sujata decided that she would stay there for a few days until she found out how her family had died, and she started investigating the house on her own. She found a red book in the basement and started reading it. It was written that everything was going well in the house. But one day, while working in the shop, a plywood fell on Lalit's head, which caused a very deep injury on his head, and he was taken to a doctor. But soon he discovered that due to the deep injury, he had lost his voice. They tried a lot of treatments to recover his voice for a long time, but failed, and eventually they lost all hope. Then Narayana Devi, his mother, thought that why not call a tantric? He might fix Lalit's voice. After reading this, Sujata said, Why did she break the promise given to her father when she knew that father's Tantra Mantra was the cause of his death? She continued that Bhopal Singh, the husband of Narayani Devi and the father of Lalit, was very upset after retiring from the army because of the poor financial condition of the house. Then a friend of his gave him an advice so that all his troubles will go away. His friend suggested that he should go to a tantric who performs a ritual about which no one knows. But till today, whosoever has gone to him have never returned empty-handed. Then Bhopal Singh went to that tantric and started watching him worshipping the banyan tree, in which he was helping a man commit suicide with a banyan tree branch. And when the man died, the tantric chanted a mantra that made him alive again. But after the ritual was complete, he asked for donation from that person. Bhopal Singh observed this carefully. But he returned from there because his financial condition was so bad that he could not give any donation to that tantric. So he thought, why shouldn't I do this ritual by myself? I remembered all the mantras. The next night, Bhopal Singh arrived with all the material to the banyan tree. Then he started summoning Goddess Shakti. But Goddess Shakti did not come. After a while, suddenly a voice called for Bhopal Singh and started talking to him. It said that you will have to commit suicide and I will remove all your sorrows and free you from all the troubles, and you will never have any kind of problem. As he didn't return home, his family was worried and went in search of him and came across the banyan tree where Bhopal Singh was committing suicide. He had hung himself before anyone could reach for him. While hanging himself, that soul came in front of Bhopal Singh, and he saw that it was not Goddess Shakti, it was a devil. The devil saw his family coming and said that I will take your family with me, just like your soul will now be mine. His family brought him down, and before taking his last breath, Bhopal Singh told everyone, Promise me that no Tantra Mantra will ever be used in this family and leave Rajasthan. After saying this, he died. After this, the whole family moved to Delhi. But in the meantime, 2 months after his father's death, Sujata did an intercaste marriage and started living in the Panipat, and her family broke all ties with her. So friends, how did you like the part 1 of this story? Must tell us in the comment section below. And to know the rest of the story, stay tuned. Please like and share. And those who are new to the channel, please subscribe and press the bell icon for notifications. Soon we will bring you the part 2 of this story. Stay connected and support us.
Bitch, I wanna party like